All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Took one trade today, de-risked, but we ended up hitting a nice win, catching a nice winning day across the Top Step accounts here, the executions in the Discord. Again, guys, today's the last day for 25% off with Alpha Future. So if you guys use code LukeX, you can get 25% off. And let's get right into this. So starting off today, we had 10 a.m. news, red folder news. So for me personally, like I said in the weekly outlook, I was going to be de-risking, especially because we had Trump. Well, he was supposed to speak today. I think it got moved to Tuesday night. But anyway, I just wanted to start the week off de-risked, especially with 10 a.m. red folder on a Monday. 10 a.m. red folders are I hate those days. And personally, I was like, I'll start the week off with a de-risk trade. So my main priority right now is building up the buffer on my Lucid accounts. But I seen this trade pop up. This wasn't like a super ideal trade, but I just decided to take it on my top steps. I already have a good size buffer built on those. So I just was like, I chucked just a couple micros on this and I ended up with like plus 358 across all 5 accounts. So can't complain. Still caught a nice winning day and a decent win. But yeah, back to normal risk and everything tomorrow. So starting off from the higher time frame, obviously on the daily, we have been pushing kind of bullish. We are still respecting this daily bearish gap, but as you can see on the daily, we actually had an SMT off of previous week's high. At the time, NQ had swept out the previous week's high and ES hadn't, but obviously it has now, right? So we had a bearish SMT off of the previous week's high at the start of the day. Going over to the 4-hour, we're still bullish, but again, we did have draws lower. We had this low here, we had this low, we had London, we had this low down here. So personally, for me, I was willing to trade either way. If we got continuations, I wanted longs. If we got continuations lower, I wanted shorts, right? So what happens, right? Market opens up and it initially, where was market open? So in the pre-market, right before market open, my idea was I wanted to short to these lows, but obviously it ended up happening at 9:29. Market opens up and we just start pushing to the upside. And at this point, I'm not going to long off this big candle right here. We get this retrace. I don't get any entries in here, obviously, because this 1-minute candle pushes and it pushes right into this 15-minute gap. So we had an SMT, bullish SMT that pushed price up. And then we get a bearish SMT. So you can see NQ takes out these highs right here. And ES never does at the time. I think it didn't, or whatever. Yeah, it was these highs right here. I don't know. Maybe it did take the highs out, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. From there, price came up, like I said, tapped into this 15-minute gap. Let me just double check if we have an SMT or. So NQ took out those highs. Yeah. This high right here, 6 o'clock. Let me just check this really quick. Yeah, so we had an SMT off the highs. NQ came up, tapped into this 15-minute gap. Now, ideally, I thought that price was going to push past this 15 and continue up to these highs up here. But once I seen the recovery off that 15-minute gap and I start shifting down, I decided why not take a short because it looked pretty clean to me, right? So again, price comes down off market open, earn the pre-market, sweeps out these lows. We get a bullish SMT that sends price up, no entries to the upside. From there, we get a bearish SMT. Price is now reacting off of a 15-minute bearish gap. So what am I seeing? What am I looking for? If price wants to continue past this, I want continuations to these draws up here. But if we reject and we get a nice entry, I would short down to this 930 wick down here. So what happens? Price comes up, we start displacing down, we get a 30-second inversion. So I take the entry off the 30-second, which is again why I took it on my Top Step account. I had Top Step X open and I seen this literally perfectly, so I just decided to take it. 30-second inversion, I get filled at 324. I run my stop about 30 points just above the body here. And basically, I was just targeting down to the 930 low. That was literally it. So 1.88R trade. I was going to leave runners down to London, but then I ended up just closing it out. So I think I took some off at 65, like right at the low, and then I got a few out actually at 56. I just decided to close them there. So yeah, pretty simple trade. Just a simple reversal, honestly. Again, ideally, like I said, I wanted to trade my Lucids, but again, we had 10 a.m. news coming up. I wanted to just secure the winning day, and I really wasn't looking for shorts at this point, but I seen this, and I just decided to try it, go for a quick break even, and then let it run, and it ended up playing out nice. So again, market opens up, comes down, pushes up to that 15, bearish SMT. From there, we get nice displacement down, a 30-second inversion, and short down to that 930 low, and that's literally it. From there, obviously, there was a nice chance probably you could have longed someone here. I really didn't like anything. I hopped on eval, but just didn't see anything I liked. And then obviously I don't know. I didn't get anything I liked from 10 a.m. We kind of just opened up with the news. I thought we'd trade towards that data wick, but we ended up just coming down. It is what it is though. But yeah, we'll be back at it tomorrow. That's it for me, guys. Simple trade recap today. Again, 25% off, code LukeX, last day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.